You have to click into the event.
Oh, I get it.
Nick, is it on? Does it say it's live broadcasting? Perfect. And Sandy, just so you know, there's a delay. Okay, perfect. So we're good to go? Hi, everybody out there in Printerverse land and in the booth. Thank you for joining us today. We have few print celebrities in here. We have Marifa from Pitney Bowes. Woohoo! We have Sandy Hubbard, Mary Beth Smith, Phil's having a conversation over here about paper for a change, Brian Rothschild, Lady Scanalot, the Explorer Edbach being sold here, half price the whole time during Graph Expo. Stop by. Michelle from Mutaz taking pictures with the Elliot in the photo booths. Today, during this session, what we do is we have a whole bunch of amazing alliance partners: Fastbind USA, HP, Pitney Bowes, the Printing Impressions Group, Avanti Avanti Systems, Two Sides, yay Phil, Blipar, Augmented Reality, woohoo, GPA Specialty Substrates, Muta America, Explore International, Eagle Systems, and Crawford Technologies. They are the 2014 Intergalactic Alliance of the Printerverse. So first and foremost, thank you everybody for your support and helping us to create this space. What we like to do is break it up into a couple of sessions and give our partners a chance to let you all know what they are doing, why it's relevant to you, how you can get involved, how their products and services can help you do your jobs better, how their products and services can help you enter into new revenue streams, and things of that nature. Today we're going to hear from Two Sides, GPA, Muta, and I believe that might be it, or Mark Subers might come over from Printing Impressions. But we're going to start off with Phil from Two Sides. And how do you do this? How do you do a full size on a PC? I'm a Mac user. I have no idea how to use this PC. Thank you, Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, PowerPoint Pro and Paper Advocate, President, CEO of... CEO too? President, excuse me. CEO, no more. I'll be the CEO. President of Two Sides North America, Phil Rebell.
Thank you, Deborah. Thanks for the invitation. Thank you to the Print Media Center, or the Printerverse. First, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Two Sides. Our organization is a nonprofit. We promote the sustainability of print and paper products. We currently operate in over 15 different countries. We're in 5 continents. I'm currently running Two Sides in the US and Canada. We're a growing organization. And basically we do 3 things. Overall promotion of the sustainability of paper and print. We dispel common environmental misconceptions about our products. You've all seen the Go Green, Go Paperless claims, Save a Tree claims. We get them in the mail from the banks, utilities, telecoms. We challenge those messages because they are misleading about the forest products industry. And we have a very focused campaign doing that currently. Just briefly on Two Sides. Currently in North America, we have 130 member companies. Many of them are on the show floor today. Konica Minolta, Ricoh, Kodak, International Paper, Neenah, Canon, and we are also affiliated with many groups, including 10 U.S. colleges through their graphic communications and paper science programs. So we do a number of things, and I'll talk a little bit about this claims campaign. So one of the focus campaigns that Two Sides has is dealing with banks, utilities, and telecoms that are trying to promote electronic services and electronic statements using environmental claims. And these are, like I said, the Go Green, Go Paperless. And we are currently challenging those claims and have convinced 30 Fortune 500 companies to remove those claims because they're misleading. And there are many other companies that are in the process of doing so. And there's several reasons we do that. One is they don't meet environmental marketing guidelines. They misrepresent forestry, the life cycle of sustainable forests. They misrepresent some of the inherent features of paper, like renewability, recyclability, and so on. There are many very science-based facts that we use when we make our argument with these large corporations. Usually it's their marketing departments that are focused on these messages and are not very familiar with our products, so we educate folks about the life cycle of print and paper, and it's been a very successful campaign. These are large corporations, Bank of America, Citibank, Wells Fargo, and so on. So if you want to know more, please go to our website. There's a detailed breakdown of our greenwashing campaign, as we call it. So that's one of the big things we do. The other thing we do is we produce a lot of cool materials that you can use in your marketing. Materials, science-based facts on why print and paper is sustainable, either through an infographic. And Deborah's got a few laying around here. This has been one of our most popular pieces in the past year. It's gone out to thousands of students and teachers, and it's been picked up by most of our member companies and distributed. So a lot of folks have seen this in our industry and outside. We've got a brochure called The Myths and Facts of Print and Paper. Our members can customize this. So there's 6 or 7. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Our members customize this and use it internally and externally, and it's got a lot of great information on why print and paper has a good environmental story to tell. We've also got fact sheets. If you're up to reading 2 pages, we've got fact sheets on 10 different topics. They're always very relevant topics, whether it's forestry, recycling, electronic media versus paper, which one is better for the environment, and so on. So those are all available on our website. It's twosidesna.org, twosidesna.org. You'll see it on the logo. So in finishing, we're trying to grow our network. We've got a lot of companies on board, but we still operate on a bit of a shoestring budget in terms of a marketing campaign. Our membership fees are very low for small businesses. It's $250 per year. And our membership is based on revenue, so it's $25 per million of revenue. So please join us, help us spread the word wider and reach more people. You can get in touch with me directly or go to our website, send me an email or register on our website. And with that, I'd like to... Okay, and there's the social media aspect, and Deborah's been giving us a great hand with that. Connect with us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. You can get there through the website. We do a lot of stuff on social media. Deborah's been a great help with that. So please join us, join our network, and again, thanks to the Print Media Center for letting me speak.
Thank you so much, Phil. Yay, Phil. Good job, Phil. I even understood what you were saying this time. Sometimes Phil likes to talk very technical because he's a very smart, very technical guy. Okay. Yes, Phil, you have a question from the audience at home. There's a question for you. Yes, Sandy? The Twitter handle is twosidesna. Thank you, Phil. Sorry. Awesome. So we thank you for our new Twitter followers. Okay. Next, we're going to hear from not only an amazing partner of Print Media Center for the last 3 years. They've also produced all the banners in the Printerverse. If you come by, check them out. One of my favorite personal features of them is that they're pre-grommeted. I mean, if I was a printer, I would jump all over that because you don't have to go for finishing. That's something that as a print buyer, I've always had to deal with. Dealing with the grommets after it's printed, how far I want them apart, and all that other stuff. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce to everybody to Brian Phillips, the Vice President and General Manager of Muta America. Thank you, Brian.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be here. You can find more about Muto at muto.com, and then, of course, at Muto America on different social medias, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so forth. So look for us out there. I'm happy to be here. Also happy to sponsor Printerverse. We think it's a great venue for people to learn more about what's going on in our markets and to get more information. So we're happy to be a sponsor. I just wanted to talk a few minutes about how to get in the wide format business. We manufacture wide format printers. Either they're eco-solvent, dye sublimation, or UV, so we have quite a variety of inks. And the inks just allow you to do different applications. So if you currently have a business and you have a set of customers that you're working with, maybe in the commercial printing environment or pre-press or some set of customers that you're working with, and you're looking to grow your business, you want to grow your business, right? So the best way to do that is to add more applications, more things that you can offer or sell to your customers, right? So what we have is a wide variety. So if you're a small shop and you just want to get started, we have printers and we have brochures, and you can find these online as well. And we have about 15 different printers ranging in size from 24 inches all the way up to grand format, which is 100 inches. Okay, 104 to be exact. So we have every price range starting as low as $6,500. So $6,500 gets you into printing wide format. It'll allow you to print banners, posters, car wraps, decals, t-shirt transfers, floor graphics, you name it. Anything that you can put through the printer without it being too thick, most likely you can get ink onto it and print on it. We also have flatbeds. You've heard of flatbeds and UV printing. Well, we have printers that'll print up to 3 inches thick, 2 3/4 inches to be exact. So you can put substrates through there, tiles from Home Depot. You can put iPhone cases. You can do. We were printing on. I brought some with me. These are luggage tags. This one says, "This is not your bag." So you can come by our booth. We have a whole bunch of these we printed. I don't know. I've lost my bag twice recently. So you put this on there, and they'll. And we've got plenty over in our booth. So come over and get some free stuff. We're also printing on ping pong balls and golf balls and iPhone cases, and so these are all examples of items that you can add to your business, offer your customers, and increase your sales. And that's without having to go out and getting any new customers. These are customers you're already talking to. If they come in and they're buying something from you and they happen to be opening a new store, maybe try giving them a free banner. We have printers that we mentioned that have grommets built right into the banner material. We have a patented process that we're the only printer that does it, where you can print right onto the material that's got grommets built into it. It's already hemmed up. You can get them in any length you want. Yeah, here's an example right here. See, the grommets are already in there. So you can get them in 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot widths, all the popular sizes for banners. But maybe when your customer comes in to pick up whatever you're selling them, you say, hey, let me make you a grand opening banner, or let me make you a welcome banner, or let me make you a happy birthday banner, something to get them to think about what's going on in your business. It's very inexpensive to do, and that'll start the relationship of, hey, I can get my banners done there, or I can get my car wraps there, or I can get my posters made for whatever they need done. You know, everybody's working trade shows, everybody's going to meetings. Wide format printing is very popular, very necessary, and instead of having them go down the street to somebody else, some other sign place or whatever that's down the street, have them get it from you. And what we can do is teach you not only what printer's right for you, how to use it, we can install it, we can train you, we can tell you what other components you want to use, like media, ink, if you want to do lamination, if you want to laminate it for doing outdoor graphics, things like that. We can help you put all the pieces together at Muto and really make it useful.
You're mentioning vehicle graphics?
Yes, vehicle wraps.
Do you have to be authorized vehicle wrapper to help people get authorized or not?
Yeah, so that's a good question. The question was, do you have to be authorized to do vehicle wraps? And the answer is no. But what you do need to be is trained. So we do a number of trainings around the country every year, between 10 and 20 trainings. They're on our website. You can find the list of one closest to you. You fly in, we train you for 3 days, and that gets you going. It gets you in the business. Then you start out by wrapping your own vehicle or wrapping a friend's or whatever, practicing. And then once you get good enough, you can start doing it yourself. Where the authorization comes in handy with some of the big companies like 3M and Avery and Arlon and a number of others is if you get certified with using their materials, they'll put you on their website, and then you can get leads. So the certification is a very important piece of it once you get used to doing it. Good question. We are on YouTube. It's under Muto America. I don't know if we consider it a channel or not, but we have hundreds of videos on there. You can also find them at muto.com. There's links to the YouTube where we're at. I assume it's a channel. I apologize. I think it's a channel. So we do have it. That was someone calling in wanting to hear about that. So any other questions? Yes. Yeah, the training is really key. You know, if you get the equipment and you don't know what to do with it, it's kind of scary. It takes you longer to get up and running. But if we can come in, train you right out of the box, get you going, then you're gonna like your printer. You're gonna make more money, and hopefully you'll buy a second one sooner. So it's to our advantage to train you. So we realize that, and we can certainly help you get in the business. So look us up at Muto.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Here you go. And then you just turn it on. Thanks so much, Brian. And now for a little entertainment. GPA. What can I say about GPA other than they are some of the coolest people out there? They are a specialty substrate solution company. They are amazing supporters of Print Media Centr. They have partnered with us to create a paper airplane contest, which they personally took the time out of their days to test paper planes out of their own substrates to see which are the best ones that would fly. I'm sorry to anyone's boss who might get mad about that, but thank you for doing that. They have provided us with the postcard backs to mail our postcards with Pitney Bows at our PMC Post Station. You take a photo, use their peel and stick substrate to create a postcard back. Pitney Post has graciously provided the postage for us through their technology, and we'll send a postcard home to anybody that you want to say that you were at Graph Expo having a great time, or just rub it in that I'm here and you're not, na. And on top of that, they are just, like I said, a bunch of amazing people. So right now, I would like to introduce you to a friend of Print Media Centr, Greg Kessler. He's the Director of Technical Products, Pressure Sensitive Paper, and Printable Films. I've called upon you a few times. We've called upon you to ask if your stuff will go through what we're trying, some crazy things we're trying to do. And by the way, if you're in the hall, my business cards and bookmarks have all been the substrates have been provided by you guys. They're really cool, they're shiny, and they're fun. So come get some. Without further ado, here is Greg. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. Hello. And I wanted to thank the two gentlemen that spoke before me. It's, both of those guys did a great job. Sustainability is a key subject for a lot of companies. A lot of misnomers out there, and Muta, he's absolutely right, Brian, when he mentioned printers these days are finding it tougher and tougher to compete, losing business to some sign shop down the street. At GPA, we find our most successful customers are those that not only have the, ink on paper technology, whether it's a Komori, Heidelberg, Manroll, you name it, but they have expanded into the digital marketplace and wide format, flatbed, narrow format digital in Indigo and iGen, Codex, NextPress. I heard today that Rico has white toner, so I'm all excited about learning about that, because it's all about, at GPA, learning and then sharing the knowledge with our customers. GPA, I've been there for 33 years. I've outlasted 6 presidents, 5 buildings, and one day they may want to get rid of me, but I'm going to go away kicking and screaming. GPA is gummed papers of America. Not a lot of lick and stick labels stock out there anymore. A lot of peel and push, pressure sensitive, as Deborah noted on our postcard material. But with that comes a lot of different types of pressure sensitive, from just standard paper products, tag products. We're going to move the guys' props here. I'd be remiss not to talk about our heritage, whether it's KISS die cutting, tag material, regular stock, kids stickers. Everybody loves stickers still, right? So you can't get away without having stickers. I was recently talking to a company that we're buying from Mumbai, India. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Believe it or not, they don't do any point of purchase sales down there. Here in the States, there's nothing but your gas stations loaded up with, from the outside windows, see-through graphics that you can be printing on a Muta wide format inkjet printer, to going in and getting your favorite beverage out of a cooler. There's all sorts of window signage. GPA is announcing or just launched a bunch of new products. A lot of times clarity is important. So having the most extreme clarity in a face stock, so you don't see the label, but you see the graphic image that your customer wants you to print on, allows you to do that. So I invite you to either stop by our booth or give us a holler. Would be more than happy to show you some of the new clear films for offset printing, digital printing. And a lot of times when you're putting your label or a label, you're printing a label for either short-term information, user benefits, features and benefits. The last thing that you want is the adhesive to be left behind. So, these adhesives these days are designed to be cleanly removed up to a year without adhesive residue. So whether it's the old-fashioned static cling, like your oil change, that actually, we don't call it static cling. I challenge anybody to find the static in a window cling vinyl. It's an 8mm, heavily plasticized vinyl. Well, here I go getting technical again. But it's a product that wets out on the glass. You can use low peel adhesives that stick. A few years ago, there was probably 10 now. Again, time flies when you're having fun. But everybody might have heard of the fat heads. Fat heads are the industry standard for large posters. Your favorite football player that goes on your kid's wall. Microspheric technology adhesives allow you to actually, when my son doesn't want it on this side of the room, he wants to put it on that side of the room and move it around. So we have adhesive products that work on that. Actually, a non-adhesive film that's real cool, and we love cool things at GPA. If anything, we are a paper company, but we're nothing like the big box stores. We're just this funky little paper company that likes to have fun. When you have products that really cling by static electricity, good short-term materials. We've launched into non-adhesive films too, so whether it's rigid vinyls, styrenes, synthetic papers for menus, polyesters, polypropylenes. I mean, your head can spin when you hear about all the different plastics that are out there. And at GPA, we invite you to bring your applications to us, ask us the questions, and we'll make sure not only if you need assistance how to print them, but make sure you're selecting the right material. So it's more of a consultative sale that GBA believes in. We know that you have a lot of different vertical markets that you guys focus on, and we'll help you bring products to you that allow you to deeper penetrate your current customers. You know, again, Brian said that it's easy to find new customers as you're adding more quivers or arrows into your quiver. I'd challenge you that it's easier to get more business out of your existing customers that you're not bringing your new products to. So whenever you can add a new product, I think it's an easier sale. They already know your person in accounting. They already know your delivery guy that's delivering it. So some of the other new product is that we want you to look at is a silver laminated microfluted board. It's stronger than a standard 28-point board. So, I mean, we could go on and on and on about all the different materials, but you know, we're grateful for our alliance with Printerverse. You can look us up on Twitter, on AskGPA.com is our website, but we also have our own personal media called Our Universe. We're kind of intergalactic as well. And if I could, I'd beam Trina May over here so she could finish up with more of the marketing stuff. But I'm just the technical guy that would love to help solve your substrate problems. So, Deborah?
Yes. All of the media that's out there, printers that are out there, how are people supposed to keep up with what goes with
Great
I'm
question.
sorry. With all the new printers that are out there and all the new media that's out there, I mean, constantly, almost every day, there's a new substrate, there's a new press out there. How in the world are printers and, more importantly, print buyers like me supposed to understand what works best for what works best for what machine, so we could seek out the correct help?
That's a great question, and that's where, you know, GPA works with a lot of the manufacturers of the equipment, constantly getting our materials certified to make sure that when a printer buys it, he knows it's going to run in his output device. So you're right. I mean, from, again, toner digital, liquid toner, inkjet, whether it's solvent, UV, latex. I mean, it makes your head spin, all the new technology. GPA makes sure that we head you in the right direction.
We have two questions from the Printerverse out in social media. The first one is, let me double check here. Do you only provide digital products, or do you also do offset?
Oh no, GPA works with a lot of our customers. Our main customer is a commercial offset printer, so we can offer them materials for their press room. Like I said, whether it's conventional offset printing, UV offset printing, from Ryobi's on up to the KBA 81-inch press, we're providing substrates for all size sheet fed applications. We also are a preferred partner of HP, and we supply a lot of their 12 by 18, 1319, 20 and a half by 29 and a half, or whatever the newest, latest size is on that, for their 10,000. We've just recently launched a wide format inkjet product offering. So from soup to nuts, if you're imaging something, we can help you out.
Okay, so it sounds like when you were talking about the format sizes, that this is going to help this other person who had a question, which is they've tried running synthetics on duplicators before and had static electricity issues. Is there any tips, or is that an issue these days?
Boy, if I had that, I'd be more than just the technical director at GPA. You know, fighting static on press in the press room, in the bindery, everywhere within the shop is difficult. Running plastic through an 8-color press, transferring between units, will build static. So when you have a two-sided job, the first pass might have ran fine, and then the second time through, it's difficult. There's I believe, StopStatic.com has a little 10-foot booth here. I love the guys over there. They make a product called Static String, and a lot of guys say, "Oh yeah, I've heard of that. It's tinsel." It's like, no, it's tinsel on steroids. So these guys help fight static within shops. Having static elimination on your press, if you're running plastic, helps a great deal as well. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Deborah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Again, GPA. What booth are you guys in?
We're over there for
487, 465?
465.
I think it's 46. If you're in the hall, go to IO 400 and find them. They're worth it. Okay. Our last speaker for the moment is Kent Dalzell from Fastbind USA. Fastbind is actually the first supporter of Print Media Center at the Printerverse and has been with us for 3 years. And I can't tell you how amazing they are to work with. And also, they are one of the reasons that I love working with them personally is because they do things that really help printers enter new revenue streams. The most important is that I think are photo books. I have been on this kind of kick that, everybody in the print industry is so interested in how do we marry print and digital. And I've been saying, no. We need to figure out how to print the digital, how to get the digital to the tangible. In 10 years from now, this generation right now takes more pictures than anybody has ever taken on planet Earth. And in 10 years from now, they will have no record of those pictures unless they start printing them and saving them. So with products that Kent's going to talk to you about, you can enter new revenue streams, create photo books. I even know some printers who have created apps so that their customers can create photo books, and then they can print them out and create the with your machines. They can do that. And plus, he's got a really cool announcement, a game changer in the perfect binding arena, and I'll let him talk to you about that. But right now, here's Kent from Fastbind. Love you.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much, Deborah, and the entire team here at Printverse. They're fantastic to work with. They've supported us from the beginning. Thank you very much, Deborah. We really appreciate the support. We've been with Printverse. They've helped us navigate through some of this social media that some of us older fellows don't really get that well, but is important to our business. It's important to the things that we need to do in the future, and it is the wave. So we appreciate everything you do for us. All right, so we'll take a few minutes here. We're going to talk a little bit about how Fastbind helps customers take the print that they do on all these wonderful substrates like what you get from GPA and actually make a physical product out of it so they can sell it to the clients. Fastbind manufactures different kinds of binders to make different kinds of book products. We have case makers that help make the actual printed case so that you can do a customized printed cover along with the printed pages on the inside. Different types of products from soft covers to hard covers all the way to customized 3-ring binders, different ways of packaging. If you can think about what you need to do with print, you need to put it into a package that the client sees the value in as well as can use. So hardcover books and softcover books are really one of the final finishing touches you can do to print. With the digital world, we've got the opportunity to make the quantities of books that the clients want, whether it's 1 or 16 or 1600. The opportunity in the digital world is you can make that both economically and you can make it quite quickly. So Fastbind produces machines that allows you to finish those products in a short run environment, whether again it's 1 or 16 or 1600. So making the cover or just binding the insides. Now we also offer different types of binding for the kinds of books you're going to do. So if you look at a photo book is generally very thin. It might be on average 10 pages or 20 sides.
depending on the size, very popular sizes are letter landscape, 12 by 12, 10 by 10. This happens to be an 8 by 8 I'm holding in my hands. But the important thing is that they're generally going to be quite expensive to purchase, but they're going to be very thin. Some of the things that are most important when you're doing a photo book is, one, it has to be perfect. It can't be good, it can't be almost good, it has to be perfect. And when I mean perfect, I mean three things. One, it has to be printed perfect, and that's your job. You're a printer, you print very, very well. It has to be beautiful. The second thing is it has to be secure. The binding that you use must be secure so the pages don't come out. That's why Fastbind offers photo book binders that are different than our traditional big glue perfect binders, because the substrates used when you're making a photo book are generally the highest quality paper that you can find, the thickest, they have heavier coatings, and they're difficult to glue bind. That's why we have photo book binders that are side stitching that allow us to securely bind that book and make a perfect product out of it. The third thing is you need to make the product look like it's professional. So all of the quality of the book on the inside as well as the outside must look perfect so that you get the client to look back at the printing that you produce. So in the photo book world, it's very important that you have the opportunity to print it perfectly, to bind it very securely, and to have it look and feel very professional, and that's what Fastbind helps you do. In the traditional print shop, you have a wider range of book products that you need to produce, not just photo books, but general books. It might be school yearbooks, it might be technical manuals, it could be presentations, it could be a number of different book products. And in a general shop, the width of the book is going to vary depending on the kind of book you make. So you need to have a different binding technology for very, very thick books. So Fastbind produces regular perfect binders for both soft and hard covers. And as Deborah alluded to earlier, our announcement, the first time that in North America we're showing our brand new perfect binder, it's called the Puriva XT. And the difference that it brings, the technology it has, is it allows the operator to change between PUR glue and EVA glue. I'll take a quick step back. So EVA glue is a general glue that most everyone uses. It works very well. It's easy to work with. It's very inexpensive to use. However, as these substrates have changed over the last few years, they're getting more and more difficult to glue and have good binding strength with the EVA. So PUR is an option that a lot of customers are choosing. When PUR has a set of issues with it, it takes a long time to cure. There are some other things you have to consider, but it's also generally found in very, very expensive binding machines. So what Fastbind has come out with is a PUR and an EVA binder, so you can select which glue you want to use depending on the job at hand. And very, very important. And it also, of course, as Fastbind is known for hardcovers, it produces both soft or hardcover binding. So it is unique in the marketplace that it's the first short-run PUR binder. It also is the first binder that you can select between EVA or PUR glue. It's the first PUR binder that allows you to bind hard covers, and it's a price point that is significantly lower than the existing PUR binders in the marketplace. So we think we have a very good product for a nice place in the space of the market. They can produce both soft and hard covers. And we're very, very happy to be able to announce it as being shown here in the U.S. right here at Graph Expo. One of the last things I want to talk about is the size options. If you think about photo books, generally you're looking at a landscape product. That's what we consumers normally take, a landscape picture with our cell phones or with our cameras. But there are other sizes that are important to the industry. If you're in the photographic industry, landscapes generally are not the size you want. You want 12 by 12s or 10 by 10s. They're the more popular size, and there's what professional photographers take. So the physical size of the book is really not the issue. The quality of the binding and the strength of the binding is the issue. On Fastbind, you can make the cover, you can bind the insides, and finish off the product all with the products that Fastbind makes. So I want to thank Printerverse very much for the opportunity to speak. Oh, questions. Okay, thank you.
One of our viewers out in the social media world was confused about whether you produced the books and the machinery, or just the machinery for
Great.
them to buy?
Excellent question. No, we do not produce the books. Our customers that we sell the machines to are printers, so they print and bind. We just make the finishing equipment so that the printers can finish their print into a viable product. And by the way, our website is www.fastbind.com. Okay.
That was the only question. So.
That's the only question. Great.
Okay. The other thing that I personally want to know: are there any differences in terms of, let's say, someone wants archival quality or lay flat, which I know are some of the issues that have been choices before. What, in terms of PUR and EVA, would one glue or style be preferable to another in archival situations?
As far as archival situations, you're really talking in between the difference in glues. There is a slight better opening or more lay flat, if you will, with the PUR glue. It is a stronger glue, and the paper can then bend farther out. Okay, but the term lay flat, and this is an interesting question that comes up all the time, has been reused now for different types of substrates as well as the binding technology. So in the past, lay flat was a panoramic physical book that laid 180 degrees open. Now lay flat and near lay flat are the different glues that allow paper to lay flatter, or different papers that actually have hinges built in where they lay flat on their own. So it's kind of now a wider used term for different types of technologies. So the PUR does give us better binding strength, does give us a better opening, but it's never going to be a real lay flat. It's going to be more lay flat than a traditional book that would stand high and thick.
Okay, that's a great answer, and thank you. Here's another one from me then, real quick.
Sure.
The other presenters talked about the level of training that they provide, and clearly you just really stepped it up a notch there for people. So I'm assuming that you also provide training for people who buy your machines?
That's right. We have a dealer network both here in North America as well as worldwide, and Fastbind offers full training. We offer free training and retraining, and as well as questions, because it's sometimes not as much how to use the machine as that they'll get a request from their customers saying, can you make this kind of book, and it has this kind of characteristic. So they'll not only call us to say, we have a new person in, we need some more training, but they'll also say, how do I make this kind of book? Can I make this with your machines? So we'll do a lot of education as far as how it goes, how to make it, help them do that, as well as retraining. So at Fastbind USA, we offer lifetime support for all the machines, no matter where they buy them. They might buy them from a dealer, they might buy them off of the internet. But it's important for us that they understand how to use the machines, because the better products they make, the more sales they have, and the more, of course, supplies they buy from us. So not only do we supply the machines, but we have all of the pieces it takes to make these products, and we offer that from both our web store and from our dealers. Thank you very much. Deborah, thanks so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure if you know, but on Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central Time, we're actually doing a print chat press conference about your product. So everybody at home should know that. And some other, by the way, we're going to invite some other people over too on Wednesday to talk about things that that they have launched at the show. So definitely start looking up that PUR EVA information so that you can ask questions on Wednesday. And we will be back in 15 minutes with the next Printerverse Alliance sessions. Thanks everyone for watching, for attending. If you're in the booth, there's some coffee and some tea. Help yourself, please. And don't forget to visit all of our Alliance partners. Say hello to Mary Beth Smith, the Girls Who Print, woo, over there. And Martin from Hooch and Bindery, Hoochie Poochie. And that's it. Have a good time at the show. See you in a few minutes.